If you want to keep 100% of your profits and pay no taxes, this is the place to be. Welcome back to another Humble Trader video. One of the many benefits of becoming a trader is the ability to make money from anywhere in the world. As traders, we're making money from home in our pajamas from any city we like, long before work from home became a norm. So in this video, we'll be exploring my top trader-friendly cities to move or travel to. I recently asked you guys where I should travel and trade from, and you guys gave me a lot of great answers, but not all of them are as trader-friendly as you think. For example, Hawaii, and that's not just because my ex-husband's from there. So we'll be talking about which cities will make a perfect trader paradise. I filtered out these cities by my trader-friendly criteria of time zones and local trading hours, tax benefits, fast internet, good weather, and low cost of living that won't drain your trading account. Please note, this definitely won't be a complete list, but these are cities I personally traveled to and traded from, or they are cities where my trader friends live. And who knows, maybe I'll inspire your next move. So if your passports are ready, then make sure to smash the like button. Alright, let's start with one of the main reasons traders move to different cities. Lower tax bills. Being traders, we're essentially running our own little business, and our goal is to make as much profit as possible. And we're constantly scanning the market for opportunities to maximize our returns and to minimize our expenses. And guess what? Taxes are a big expense. If you live in Canada or the US, the tax laws are quite complex. But in short, us traders have to pay a huge chunk of income taxes. We can try to minimize them, yes, but there is only two things for certain in life: debt and always having to pay taxes. Now, where's the first place you think of with zero taxes? If you're like me, then it's probably Dubai. Aside from being known for its opulence, Dubai is a serious trading hub. The UAE does not have any income taxes for those working and living there, regardless of their residency status. So that means if you're trading from Dubai, you pay zero tax. Yes, you heard it right, a big fat zero. Not only do you get to keep 100% of your trading profits in Dubai, the city has reliable high-speed internet. I don't know about you guys, but this sounds like a winning combination for trading. However, just be prepared. Dubai's heat can be very intense, and I'm not just talking about the markets. The summer temperature can really crank up over 40 degrees Celsius or 105 Fahrenheit. So you really need to make sure you can handle the heat, both on and off the trading floor. Now you know I cannot leave this beautiful island off my list, and that's Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is really special. One of the biggest draws for American traders to move out there is a tax incentive provided by Act 60. If you are a US citizen and you move your entire life to Puerto Rico and obviously meet all the residency requirements, you could enjoy the incredible tax benefits for traders. That's 0% tax on interest, dividends, and capital gains. It's definitely a trader's dream come true, but my friend Brian, a trader and a tax CPA, explains this the best. Is that why a lot of baller traders move to Puerto Rico to pay less tax?
Yeah, so Puerto Rico has probably some of the best regulation for traders and investors. So I have a lot of clients that have gone there. I have a lot of clients that have came back after going there and making a killing. And the reason behind that is Puerto Rico has a statute which is called Act 60. And basically what Act 60 is it's you establishing permanent residency in Puerto Rico. And there's a couple other, standards or regulations that you need to hit. But as soon as you establish permanent residency, from that point forward, you pay 0% on all of your capital gains. So if you're somebody who is mobile, somebody who is not attached to your state and you're free to go wherever, I highly recommend going to Puerto Rico because that is the ultimate tax strategy in that any money you make from investing is going to be taxed at a big fat zero.
Zero?
0%, yes.
0%?
Singapore. Now, another city that can provide you low tax rate and it's also boiling hot is Singapore. This is a place you guys have repeatedly recommended me to go because of the progressive tax system. I visited Singapore myself many years ago, but I never actually traded stocks from there. However, I do have a few trader friends moving from the expensive New York City to Singapore permanently. I'm like, why did these traders travel across the globe? Because they were promised 0% tax. Singapore is considered a tax haven for foreign investors and companies. The top marginal tax rate for individuals is only 22%. As for corporations, the income tax rate is a flat 17%, and that's easily lowered by so many other incentives. And if your style of trading qualifies as capital gains, then your effective tax rate is once again a big fat 0. It's not just the trading-friendly environment, the breathtaking skyline that stands out, but also Singapore is known to have super fast internet. But here's the catch. Even though you're saving money by not paying taxes, living in Singapore can be very expensive. The average one-bedroom apartment in city center is $2,600 per month. Plus, Singapore is known for being very hot and humid all year round. There's only 2 seasons, the hot season and the hotter season. If you want to know the nitty-gritty detail and educate yourself about trader taxes, I did a whole video talking about taxes for traders in United States and Canada. You can check them out down below. The best cities for super fast internet. Now I know, internet is probably the last thing you're thinking about when you're choosing a place to travel. But as traders, this should be one of the first things you think of. Trading with slow internet is death by 1,000 paper cuts. Internet speed can significantly impact your trading process and order execution fails. It's the difference between making a $5,000 profit or losing $1,000. But it's not just about the speed, it's about reliability as well. A city with strong digital infrastructure will provide you not just fast internet, but a stable connection as well, which means fewer chances of losing your connection at a crucial moment in your trading. We can't control the markets in trading, but we sure can control our internet speed. Taipei. I might be a bit biased here since this is my motherland, but the first city with top internet speed is Taipei. Many of you traders mentioned to me that Asia was a place to be as a trader, and I couldn't agree more. In my opinion, one of the biggest advantages of trading in Taipei is the fast internet. In my experience, it provides flawless real-time trading, an essential component for any trader. I also find the cost of living in Taipei to be very reasonable. With its delicious food and kind locals, I know Taipei, Taiwan would offer you a high standard of living. Now, for trader taxes, I need to mention that Taiwan has a progressive tax system, with rates that fluctuate between 5% to 40%. But in my opinion, there are a multitude of deductions and exemptions that can significantly loosen your tax burden. But the downside is, you need to bear in mind that the market starts pretty late, at 9:30 p.m. local time, and starts even later during the winter, pushing the start to 10:30 p.m. So if you're a night owl, this time zone of trading in Asia will work really well for you. But for me personally, I struggle to stay up past 10 p.m. at night. So that's the reason you haven't seen me move my entire trading operations back to Taiwan. So this year, I've been traveling a lot more often, and this is a trading app I use to keep track of the stock market, Moomoo. Even when I'm traveling, I still love to keep track of the earnings reports on large cap stocks such as Amazon or Google, because there's usually a very juicy gap up or gap down setup to trade the next day. That's why I love how customizable Moomoo's alerts are. According to your own strategy, you can set custom alerts on Moomoo based on price changes, events, or specific market data. You will get informed instantly when your defined conditions are met, saving you time from constantly watching the markets. This app also offers real-time level 2 quotes for free, so when I'm traveling, I can still have a good read on the buy or sell orders and identify important price levels as potential entries and exits on the go. For all the Humble Trader subscribers, Moomoo is now giving you 16 free stocks if you use my link down below to sign up and make your deposit today. Go get your Moomoo now and check out more details down below. Thanks to Moomoo for sponsoring this video. Bangkok. Alright, so our next city is the vibrant Bangkok. I visited Bangkok last December, and just like Taiwan, the internet speed was lightning fast. I was able to trade without any major hiccups. I also appreciate that the market opens a little bit earlier at around 8:30 p.m. On the flip side, I found Bangkok to be very hot all year round. There's only summer and rainy season, which was hard for someone like me who's so used to Vancouver weather. If big cities like Bangkok aren't your thing, or you crave a less hectic city lifestyle, then I would consider going to Chiang Mai, located north of Bangkok. There's a huge digital nomad community out there, and the temperature isn't as hot. The best cities for quality of life. Alright, my next city recommendation is based on another important trader-friendly criteria, the quality of life. Quality of life is especially important for us traders. The world of trading is very stressful. It's filled with information processing, decision making, and risk taking. Whether you admit it or not, trading will take a toll on you physically and mentally. That's why it's very essential that you're in a place that allows for a healthy balance between work and play. It's not just about where you can trade, but where you can live well, connect, and thrive as traders. Barcelona. I can put many cities with good work-life balance on this list, but Barcelona and many Spanish cities really are definitely one of my top 3. Spanish cities like Barcelona are filled with diverse cultures, stunning architecture, and a thriving art scene that can broaden our perspective, stimulate our thinking, and ultimately improve our trading strategies. Plus, in Spain, the market opens at 3:30 p.m. local time, which is perfect because that's usually when siesta is. Yes, taking afternoon naps or taking breaks is a very common practice here. I was just visiting a few Spanish cities last month, in Seville and Granada. And yes, I do think I trade a lot better with €2 wines and my favorite, Tinto de Verano. Essentially, you can have your day and your night to spend however you like. Barcelona in particular has many expats and are very tech-friendly, so you can definitely have the opportunity to connect with fellow traders. But keep in mind, when it comes to taxes, Spain treats capital gains as savings income, and the rates can vary from 19 to 26%. Also, there are different regional taxes in Spain that can be complex to navigate, so make sure you do your own due diligence. Now, if the taxes doesn't attract you about Spain, and you're looking for a city that has everything Barcelona has to offer, rich culture, an afternoon market open, and also a bit of a tax break. If that's the case, then you might want to consider Portugal. In a city like Lisbon, they have a special tax deal for non-residents with a flat income tax rate of 20%. They might even let you off the hook for foreign income, which could work well for traders. Another thing that's attractive to me about Lisbon is the market open at 2:30 p.m. local time once again, which gives a nice balance between work and play. Honourable mentions that I would go back to. Tokyo. Because this is a list based on my own personal experience, I have to give a shout out to Tokyo. Tokyo, Japan was definitely a bucket list destination for me. Weirdly enough though, the internet speed was not as fast as Taiwan or Thailand in my experience, but the lively trading scene makes up for it. I loved almost everything I ate in Tokyo, even though they were a little bit expensive in certain restaurants. One thing to consider, just like Taiwan, the market opens quite late in Japan, which could work for some traders, but for me, I find trading at night to be very difficult. After so many years of trading in Vancouver, I'm definitely a morning person. This was the case for most of Asia. But I'm sure if I stayed in Asia long enough, my body clock would eventually adjust. Now, I wouldn't be the humble trader if I didn't give you my list of cities that I would personally avoid, and they are maybe not so trader friendly. The first city I personally wouldn't recommend, and this may come as a surprise to you, is New York City. It's the city that never sleeps, and home to the world's largest stock exchange. It's lively, it's bustling, and if you are trading, the time zone is a huge advantage. I've traded many times in New York City, and I also gotten the opportunity to visit the New York Stock Exchange. You can watch the video over here. While I enjoyed my 10 days trading from New York City, and I got to meet some of the most wonderful and interesting people, I have to say, I don't really see myself moving there. Now, please don't hate on this in the comment section. I did love my time in New York City as a tourist visiting short term, but there are so many drawbacks in which I don't consider the city attractive. One of them is the high cost of living, which can definitely affect your trading profits. New York is a very fast-paced city, which can affect your mental health. And the quality of internet connections can vary depending on where you are. The hotels I've been to only have very mediocre internet. In terms of taxes, the state of New York taxes are among the highest in the country. So remember to consider that when you're calculating potential profits and expenses. Los Angeles. Now, the next city I personally wouldn't recommend is LA. I used to live in LA when I was a VFX designer in my early 20s. LA will always hold a special place in my heart because this is a city where I first started day trading. The West Coast time zone is definitely perfect and one of the biggest advantages of trading from LA. When I first started trading part-time, I was able to wake up at 5 a.m. local time, prep for my trading at market open 6:30 a.m., and be done with everything at around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And then I'll go to my full-time job. And if you trade full-time, then you can be done by 11 a.m., leaving you plenty of time during the day to explore the city. In traffic. Yes, this is one of the biggest reasons I don't recommend living in LA permanently as a trader. Rush hour in LA is literally any time outside of 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. local time. I lived here and worked here for 2 years, and I felt like I spent 50% of the time in traffic. As for taxes in LA, the state taxes in California are some of the highest in the US, just like the state of New York. So you just have to take that into consideration. The final place I wouldn't recommend trading from is any city in Hawaii. I know, it's a paradise, and many of you recommend I go there. I do love Hawaii. My last time there was in 2017. I visited Kauai and Oahu Islands. Big Island and Maui are definitely on my list to go to later this year or next year. And why is Hawaii not ideal for traders? It's because of the time zone. If you were to live in Hawaii, the market opens at a brutal 3:30 a.m. I don't know about you, but I tried to trade there a couple of times and it just didn't work out. So the next time I return to Hawaii, it will be purely for vacation. I wouldn't even bother bringing my trading computer there. I hope this video gave you some insight into the best city options that you can go to as a trader that will save you the most money on taxes and provide you with the best quality of life. I'm sure there are many cities I missed, so make sure to leave your recommendations down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I'm the Humble Trader, and I'll see you guys next time.